Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. William Ruto started his 5-day tour of the mountain yesterday. And from what was reported in the mainstream media painted a president who was given a rousing welcome on the mountain. That's what we saw yesterday. New details are emerging that William Ruto found it very hard on the mountain. In fact, in some places, he was literally heckled and shouted down. In this video, I want us to have a look at a short clip, a clip that proves the kind of a rejection William Ruto is facing on the mountain. The clip is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Have a look at this.
Tumesema mwaka huu liwe kulia kushoto nyuma wacha nirudie mambo ya ajira umeelewa miaka mingi.
What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? Let me start by saying this. William Ruto has compromised the mainstream media. Such clips the mainstream media cannot show. The mainstream media is just selling to Kenyans what William Ruto and his team wants Kenyans to see. A president being given a rousing welcome. Something that might be very far from the truth. The ground is seriously against William Samoei Ruto. And in this case, I won't be wrong to say that the mountain ground is becoming very slippery for William Samoei Ruto. And there are very many reasons that can justify that. Ruto made so many promises that he has not been able to fulfill. So it's natural that the kind of a support he was enjoying on the mountain last year, that support is clearly dwindling. And that's why he was literally heckled and shouted down. Ruto is becoming more and more unpopular, even in areas that supported his presidential bid last year. And then secondly, from that clip, if you look at that clip and then you look at what is happening in William Ruto's political tours on the mountain, I'm seeing a very high possibility where the local leaders on the mountain have blinded William Samoei Ruto. William Ruto has not been given that opportunity to interact with the two Mama Mboga, two border on the ground. Why am I saying that? Anytime William Ruto goes to an area, the local leadership in that area supporting William Ruto, they quickly mobilize residents in that area and even outside of that area. They pay them and they give them instructions on how to behave, to cheer William Ruto up, to clap for him, to emulate for him as he lies to them. So the local leadership are the ones mobilizing these youths, paying them to emulate William Ruto and cheer him up as he speaks. So William Ruto thinks that Kenyans are still with him. The truth here, Kenyans abandoned William Ruto long time ago. So these leaders are just blinding him. They are not allowing him to interact with the people. And also from that short clip, it's a fact, even though a good majority of Mount Kenya residents might still be blind as to what is happening, I'm equally seeing a good number who are now opening their eyes. So it shouldn't be a blanket condemnation that the mountain is with William Samoei Ruto. That's very far from the truth. There is equally a very big number who are not supporting William Samoei Ruto. But because of politics of propaganda, Ruto is succeeding in creating this film that the entire mountain is behind him. Something that is very, very far from the truth. From that short clip, I'm seeing a very high possibility where the bottom-up narrative is no longer appealing to the mountain. The mountain are no longer interested in that narrative. So it's up to William Ruto to change his narrative or be prepared to perish. I'm saying that because already it's the same narrative that William Ruto has been selling on the mountain. Tunapeleka hii mzee Bondo. Every now and then, if they are not blaming Uhuru Kenyatta, they are blaming Raila Odinga. If they are not blaming Raila Uhuru, they are blaming the handshake. That seems to be the narrative William Ruto and his foot soldiers are selling and have been selling on the mountain. That narrative is no longer appealing, and that can explain why Ruto was badly heckled yesterday. Something also coming out very clearly. We saw William Ruto launching some dirty water in Kirinyaga County yesterday. Taxpayers' money, millions of taxpayers' money was spent on that project. You are now seeing again how this government is wasting taxpayers' money. Kenyans are not being given value for their money. Another confirmation that this is a government that was not ready, not prepared to rule. Now that they have the government, they are totally confused. They don't know how to start, to pause. They just don't know how to drive the government. As I conclude, it's a fact and it's certain that any government that fails to deliver, they tend to be dictatorial. And that's exactly what we have started seeing in a William Ruto's government. Recently, we saw any person who was critical of the government, the police was being unleashed onto that kind of a person. Another confirmation that even Ruto himself, he knows he has failed to deliver. So he's trying to use the police to silence his political critics. Another confirmation that Ruto is not serious with what he has been saying. The same William Ruto promised Kenyans that he will never use the police to play politics. But from what we saw and what we are still seeing, Ruto is using the police to play politics. This is something that should be rejected in totality. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Tumika kwa mradi huu. Makofi kwa Mheshimiwa Rais. Makofi kabisa wananchi. Maji ndio hayo yanatiririka katika mradi huu. ambao umefunguliwa siku ya leo na Mheshimiwa Rais pamoja na naibu wake Rigathi Gachagua.